this lesson, we will go through an overview of what a production sequence is and the basic steps on how to use it within Tascus. What is a production sequence? A production sequence is your digital, in-depth version of manual work instructions. A production sequence allows you to manage a work order step by step with precision, guiding the operator with visual media and data recording capabilities. With each work instruction, you can choose from a range of step types, depending on what you are trying to achieve. A display work instruction, for example, will allow you to display images or videos to the operator during a production, or to categorize text into specific areas such as operations or materials. The pass-fail step allows you to perform tests during a production, such as testing a part's condition. All the step types ensure that you are able to include as much detail and accuracy during a production run to avoid errors while increasing the overall quality. These images show how a new sequence is created within Tascus. Begin by entering the sequence editor. On the top left corner of the menu bar, select File, New, Create New Sequence Name. Enter your sequence name and choose a revision before clicking on the tick icon. On the top right corner, you can locate your new sequence name. In this example, Base Demo with a revision 2. For the first exercise, you are going to create your own sequence. Follow the steps we have discussed to ensure you are able to complete it with confidence. Now that you have created a sequence, we can add our step types, which are your work instructions. Let's start with the display work instruction step. Set the step description and target time, which are the generic fields included in every step that you use. For your step description, choose something concise. The target time is a guidance to the operator for how long they should aim to spend on each step. You can use text instructions to categorize information into areas such as operations or health and safety. The display work instruction step also allows you to add media files such as photos or videos to show operators during a production. To add a display work instruction, start by choosing your step type, create a step description, choose a target time, and select Add. All of your step types should be brought up in this area over here. To edit your display work instruction, start by clicking Edit at the bottom. For this step, you can start by adding an image to display to the operator. You can then choose a category to write your information. For each category of text, you can also choose from a range of icons to use alongside it. Once you have chosen your category, text to display, an icon, you can click Add, which will then be displayed here. You can add more information and more categories over here. Once you have chosen your category, your information and icons, and your images, you can then add this to your work order by clicking Tick at the bottom. To view your step type, press Preview at the bottom, and this will show you how it will look for the operator. For this exercise, add a display work instruction to your sequence. Add a display image and text information using the Edit option. Once you have added the display work instruction step, try out the Wait for Continue option found towards the bottom left. Toggle on Wait for Continue, which means the operator must click Continue during production instead of automatically moving on to the next step. A trial run sequence will show you what an operator will see during a production. It will show you the information that you provided during the sequence, without recording any data, as this is a preview mode. For this exercise, use the trial run option to preview your sequence. Use these images as a guide to locating the trial run sequence and select the sequence revision that you created when prompt. The pass-fail test means the operator must complete a two-choice test before continuing the production. This can be a test for anything such as checking the condition of a product or ensuring parts have been assembled correctly. During this step, you will have a test instruction field. This is the statement or question that will be shown to the operator to respond to using one of two options. The pass and fail buttons is where you can choose these responses, such as pass and fail or yes and no. For this exercise, you should add a pass and fail step into your sequence and use the preview option to view it. Manual measure includes a measurement range for the operator to choose. This can be in the form of time, weight, size, or anything measurable. Measurement name includes the type of measurement. Units include the measurement specifications such as centimetres, hours, or millilitres. Show limits is where you can either hide or display the measurement variant to the operator. Add a manual measure step to your sequence for this exercise. Use the trial run to test it. Scan part means you can scan a component part using a barcode or text input. This is used to ensure the correct parts have been picked or if items have already been used. You can enter a barcode if you have a specific item to use, or you can leave it clear so the operator can enter and record component parts. Quantity to scan enables the operator to scan a controlled amount of components. The scan part can be used for in-depth work instructions, which is explained further in the Tascus Help Center. Add a scan part step to your sequence. In this exercise, include a barcode to match and run a trial or preview mode to test the step in use. QA approval requires a supervisor or senior to inspect something during a production. They must log in to confirm and continue. QA approval message is where you can enter the area that needs to be inspected. This diagram shows the main areas required to run a production in Tascus, from part numbers, operations, sequences, and routings. All these areas must be fulfilled in order to run a successful production. It is important to link your product number to an operation and sequence as a routing. Ensure your user permission settings are configured for you to run a production. Start by choosing or creating a part number to link your sequence. I will create a new part number using example 1. Then select Manufacturing Operations and create an operation using Assembly Example. You can now move on to Manufacturing Routings, where you can link your part number to an operation and sequence. Once selected, you can now see your operation name and your sequence revision. Now that your manufacturing routing has been set, you must ensure that your user permissions are set before starting an operation. Select the user. On operations, you can then add any that are outstanding. You will now be permitted to start your operation using the part number that you have linked to your operation and sequence. For this exercise, link a part number to an operation and sequence and run a production. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any additional support questions, please email support@metisautomation.co.uk or telephone at 0151 558 0810.